Brianna with Scrapbook Dimensions magazine, and I'm here with Tom with Makin's Clay, and he is going to tell us a little bit about his product.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Makin's Clay is the no-bake polymer clay. It's a premier modeling medium in the industry today. One of the neat things about Makin's Clay, one of them is the fact that no oven or kiln is required in the hardening process. Completely environmentally safe with no phthalates, no toxins or PVCs. Makin's Clay has a broad range of application. It's very appealing to consumers that are working in children's projects, in home decor, jewelry, and other types of projects to where you're mixing media with wood, metal, styrofoam.
So what's a good way that scrapbookers could use this product in some of their projects?
Well, interesting that you ask. Makin's Clay, you can mix Makin's Clay 2 or more colors together to achieve about any color in the rainbow. If you want to create a more vibrant hue, you have the option of adding acrylic or oil paints to Makin's Clay, but also it rolls out very thin and when dry, acid free, so it's ideally the perfect modeling medium for scrapbookers who are looking to include a variety of embellishing techniques, from letters, numbers, to even their original designs that they want to print off the computer and transfer to the clay for scrapbooking.
Oh, great. Well, thank you. Let's take a look at some of the finished products that we can
Absolutely.
use.
An example, one of my favorite of Makin's Clay being used in the scrapbooking is using the cutters. First of all, rolling the clay very thin, and then you can stamp it or use texture sheets to create impressions on the clay, and then cut it out using either cutters or freehand, and then you can actually accentuate the embellishment by adding a bow or a ribbon. Here's a perfect example of a military family that wanted to capture a moment during a parade. And they've incorporated the clay here and used different paints with the scrapbook page.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Here's an example to where the clay was used with push molds and texture sheets to create a border around an image to create a frame-like appearance. And then, if you can see here, to where they've taken the clay, once rolled out, cut it out to create the letters, and then a unique color tone as well. This is a sample of Makin's Clay used in a spring scrapbook page, and to where you've used push molds to create different embellishments of flowers, fruits, leaves, and then once again with the letters and the embellishment down here. It's incorporated with an image from a flower garden laid on a pre-printed scrapbook page. This is an example of a family that had kids that were involved in sport and wanted to capture a team photo along with their children in a scrapbook page. They used Makin's Clay to cut out the numbers and then embellish the numbers here, and then also used the clay to roll out to create a baseball and then a couple embellishments here. And then they also had the number 9 here as a star.
Yeah, that's very creative.
This scrapbook page is an example of incorporating a precious moment of a child that gets his first breath of a flower, and then taking that concept, capture the moment through a painting on a scrapbook page, and then use Makin's Clay using a leaf cutter and push molds to create the sunflower and the leaves, and then with freehand art and printed art on a scrapbook page. This is an example of a scrapbook page that was done incorporating images of family members at Halloween time, using different pieces of pre-printed art to create the borders and then the contrast between the full page and the bottom page. They also use Makin's Clay along with texture sheets to create a three-dimensional quality for a border, as well as the spider and then using the extruder to create rope to give it the web effect for the Halloween page. Okay. Makin's clay is an ideal modeling medium chosen by consumers around the world for art projects, crafting projects. One of the most appealing concepts of the Makin's clay is once rolled thin using the ultimate Makin clay machine, the clay maintains its flexibility by bending and folding without cracking, breaking, or flaking, which makes it ideal for artists trading cards, capturing memories through postcards, or through bookmarks, which is ideal for cutting, inking, stamping, or embellishments.
Great. Well, these are great examples of lots of projects that scrapbookers can do. Is there a website that they can get more information on the Makin's clay?
Yes, consumers and retailers can go to www.makinsclay.com to find out more information, project ideas, and the broad range of application for Makin's clay and Makin's brand tools.
Great. Thank you very much, Tom.
It's a pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.